Hello, and welcome to today's episode of High Gear. Today we'll be starting things off with a demonstration of this beauty, the Mazda RX8. Mazda's final rotary sports car is the heir to its oldest sibling, the RX7. The RX8 is more practical than its radical, unreliable former iteration. With two suicide doors and seating in the back, it's reasonable for the RX8 to transport passengers. And the RX7's Wankel rotary and twin turbos have been replaced with a more efficient, more powerful Renaissance rotary. From only 2.6 litres, the rotary produces 238 horsepower and 159 foot-pounds of torque. Remember, that's power produced from an engine that has no pistons. The rotary is the last of its kind. Today, this Velocity Red beauty will be taking part in our challenge of the week. The RX8 will be racing our friend Jeffrey. They'll be starting at 976 Sheridan and will travel to our very own studio to see who is the quickest. Now, you might be saying to yourself that this sounds like an easy challenge for the Mazda RX8. We agreed. So we decided to send the RX8 on a bit of a detour around our track. To give the car a chance, we knew it had to be driven by a professional. Some say he is the personal head waxer of President Denby Bowman. He has created his own philanthropic endeavor on campus called the Apathy Experiment. Legend is, he is the namesake of the famous bar on Livingston. All we know is, he's called the Zig. And they're off. The Zig takes a moment to readjust his sunglasses whilst Jeffrey is momentarily distracted by a bird's nest. Oh, there he goes. We take a moment to admire the boot of the RX-8 and, well, Jeffrey is just ambling along like an idiot. Look at him, the twit. Now we see the Mazda in a more urban setting. The Zig is clearly rethinking his wardrobe choices at this stoplight. Here the Zig speeds up for the final leg of the race, and Jeffrey is only just strolling past the parking lot. This incredibly long shot of the Mazda just screams, "Oh, look at the pretty car, look at the pretty car, isn't it nice?" It's just so red. Oh, pay no attention to the incredibly handsome cameraman you saw in the passenger seat. The Zig is pulling up to the finish line. There, he's out of the car. He's out of the car. Jeffrey's walking toward the studio now. He's in sight. It could be close. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A Mazda RX-8 is faster than a Jeffrey. And on that bombshell, we end another episode of High Gear. Good night.